If you're only shooting with power, you're already predictable. The goalkeeper knows it's coming. The defenders know it's coming. And no matter how hard you hit it, if they know what you're doing, it's not going to work. I helped a U13 player who was scoring 30 plus goals when she was playing 99. When she moved into 11v11, the goals almost stopped. And the main reason was she only had one shot. And I helped her add 4 more, and it changed everything. I've coached more than 100 players from ages 7 to 18, played professionally in Venezuela and at the NCAA Division I level. And I can tell you that the players who are actually dangerous in front of goal is because no one knows what's coming next. Today, I'm going to give you 5 shooting techniques every player needs: power, finesse, the ping, the trivela, and the chip. You don't need to master all 5 today, but you need to know they all exist. By the way, if you want the full shooting system, make sure to check out the Shooting Mastery course inside our FDB Soccer corner. The link, it's right below. Let's lock in. So this U13 player has unreal talent, 30 plus goals in 99. That's definitely not luck. That's a player with real ability. But the moment she stepped into 11v11, the pitch got bigger, the goalkeepers got better, the defenders got organized, and suddenly her go-to weapon stopped working. Every time she got the ball in a shooting position, she would set up to hit it with power. The keeper started reading it, they knew her body shape, they knew her angle, they knew what was coming. Her confidence started to drop, she started second guessing herself in front of goal. A player who used to back herself every single time was now hesitating, and hesitation in front of goal is absolutely fatal. The problem wasn't her ability, it was she only had one tool, and when that tool got figured out, she had nothing else. And everything changed when we added these 4 techniques to her toolkit. Technique number 1 is the power shot. This is the one every player should start with, and it's not going anywhere. Our laces hit through the ball with our ankle locked, and the contact needs to be through the center. Hit it clean and hit it hard. But where most players miss is that they hit it with power, but they're not very accurate. The goal isn't just to hit it harder, it is to hit it harder and on target. Drive through the ball, don't stab at it, follow through, and pick your target before you shoot, not during. Technique number 2 is the finesse or the curve shot. This is the shot that wins games at the highest level. You hit it with the inside of your foot, and you wrap your foot around the ball, and you make contact on the outer center of the ball. You're not hitting it with all-out power. You're guiding it around the keeper or a defender if you're trying to make it a pass. This shot is able to curve back in, and it makes it out of reach for the keeper or the players on the other team. Why does the finesse shot work? Because the ball curves as it's traveling in the air. A keeper that is set for a power shot gets beaten by curve every single time. It's not about pace, it's about placement. Get your standing foot beside the ball, open your hips slightly, and brush the inside of your foot across it. These type of shots are absolute class when you hit them properly. Technique number 3 is the ping or the long pass technique. For this one, you need to make firm contact with your laces. Lean your body to the side, strike through the middle bottom of the ball, and follow through across the ball in order to make it fly. The ping is not just about power either. It's about timing and precision. Think of it like a long pass that you're wanting to bypass players in the air. Players who can execute this from distance force defenders to track facing their own goal and create space for teammates joining the attack. Also, this technique works if you find the keeper outside the goal and you want to send it over their head. For this technique, your foot has to become a bit slimmer and hit the ball underneath to add backspin on the ball. The backspin is what's going to allow the ball to slow down as soon as it hits the ground, and it will be way easier for your teammate to control it. Technique number 4 is the trivela, or the outside of the foot shot. This one unlocks a completely different angle. We use the outside of the foot, making contact on the outer laces and the body leaning slightly over the ball. The ball curves away from the keeper, the opposite direction to your finesse shot. Why is this one a weapon? Well, because this one is very unexpected. When a player cuts inside and you expect finesse and then they hit a trivela, the ball is in the back of the net before the keeper even realizes it. Players like Roberto Carlos, Robin, Quaresma are specialists at this kind of shot. This shot doesn't just score goals, it makes defenders nervous every time you get the ball. The key here is not to try to smash it, let the outside of the foot do the work. Clean contact, follow through outward, and trust the ball to do the work. Technique number 5 is the chip. And this one is the one that makes goalkeepers look silly. Plant your foot right beside the ball. Short, sharp jab underneath it with your toe pointed down. No follow through. The ball goes up and then over your target. When does this one work? Anytime a keeper comes off their line. And the best part, once you have done it once, they will never fully commit off their line again. You have changed the decision making for the rest of the game. My U13 player added the chip into their arsenal, but it was the last technique they added. And the first time she used it in a match, the keeper never came out again. Full disclosure, she still missed it, but now she was in the head of the goalkeeper. The power of having a full toolkit, you always keep keepers guessing. Players who only shoot with power will always hit a ceiling. At some point, the opposition figures it out, and when they do, the goals will stop. Once my U13 had all 5 techniques in her game, she didn't just start scoring again, but defenders and keepers had no idea what was coming at them. She became unpredictable, and an unpredictable striker is an unstoppable one. If you want the full shooting system, drills, progressions, how to train each one of these techniques and actually transfer them into games, it's all inside the Shooting Mastery course inside the FDB Soccer Corner. The link is in the description below. Come work with us. And if you want to build on these, check this video next. Let's go.